Right, let's go. My name is Mr. 2020, and
I'm here.
There's Victoria. Let's do a little.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, look at that. There's a little bit of Emmett. All right, now here we are. This is awesome. So, welcome to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard Hour of Power, or Periscope Television, whatever it is.
Hour of Power.
That's right.
It doesn't go for an hour, so don't worry.
Wouldn't that be good fun if it did? You know,
okay, hello for Ology. Snow Pink, excellent. Got 2 people joined in so far. And what are we doing today, Bubs?
All right, today we are actually posting the link up on Facebook so that more people know the show. All right, look at that. Here we go.
And what's great was yesterday we said, any questions, fire them up. We've also got a question from someone who watched our Periscope yesterday. So, and that's from Nagar. So, I don't know if Nagar's joined yet, but he might look at it later. She. Oh, sorry.
But tell you, before we get to that, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. That way, because people are still joining. So, housekeeping is real quick and simple. If you're here, you found us. That's cool. Yeah. But tell your friend or your friends, kiss, girl, please.
Kiss. Oh. We love you.
Definitely. So, tell your friends, follow us on Twitter and on Periscope, MR2020, and go to freeneville.com. That's our sponsor. So let's dive in with Nagar's question.
Okay, DTT, great Periscope video today. Regarding the bridge of incidents, do you think they are usually unpleasant events? Like you going to the old people house, the old people homes. 20 used to live in work in an old people's home. Anyway, on the way to becoming a teacher. So that was his history, part of his history. According to your experience, do things usually get uncomfortable before you get what you want?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you see,
unpleasant.
So what's... sometimes. Yeah, it's fascinating to me because, by the way, today's show is all about being bulletproof.
What's clock?
Okay. And
should I say a word? Yes.
The Bulletproof Diet book. Why? Because it's a good thing, but it's good fun. So, SEXXX. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Once someone said, "What's clock?" but I don't understand whether I said something that
doesn't matter.
Sounded like it's. Yeah. Don't understand the question.
We'll work it out. All right. So. Neville Goddard says that what we can do is we can pick the what. What do you want to become? What do you want in life? That kind of good stuff. Feel it real, as if it's already happened. Right? Construct an imaginal scene that would imply your wish has been fulfilled, like me paying my car insurance on my car, which I got back from the, what do we call it? Repair guy. It's running great again.
Ha!
Right?
Yes.
So, I don't imagine the car and get all crazy in detail. I don't even imagine driving the car because I can drive anybody's car. So I imagined when I was going to own a car here, first car in Australia, I was imagining paying the insurance bill on it because that would imply that I've got the money, I enjoy the car, I enjoy paying the bill, click, it's done, and that's good fun. So we imagine a scene that creates a feeling that would imply our wish has been fulfilled. That's what we're in charge of. What we're not in charge of is how it happens, right? So Nagar's question is really great because on the way to becoming a teacher like I am now, I had to work in a nursing home for a while. I had to be a kids photographer for a while. I had to do telemarketing for a while. I was that guy. Yeah, that called you up. Yeah. Hello, my name is Jack Ryan. I'm calling you from AT&T. That was one of my old jobs. It was just crazy. But I got to do all those things to develop skills. I didn't know it at the time. I thought I was doing this thing called paying bills. But I was developing skills that I needed as a teacher. So sometimes things, to get to where you're going, you don't necessarily pick the path. And that's good fun because it enables you to enjoy the adventure along the way.
Yeah, that's true actually, because otherwise we're thinking, well, it's got to be this way, so therefore I need to manifest that to become that, isn't it? Instead of I love your word of just being curious.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
You could have thought, I'm curious how I'm going to be a teacher. I'm sorry, Vers, we don't...
read Spanish or...
We're English. Well, I mean, we unfortunately really limited like that. I would love to be multilingual, but I'm not. And I don't understand what you're saying. If there's any way you can do Pidgin English or something, I might be able to understand what you're saying. But yeah, I love your being curious of, well, how is it going to be? Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Solo entiende lo de I love you. Cool.
Yeah, so because there's no pressure in that. It's just, wow, I wonder how it's going to happen, and I'm curious how it's going to happen. Yeah, sorry.
It's one of those things we notice. We get a lot of emails from people in Manifesting Mastery that they love that part because we love the hearts, keep them coming. They love that part because they get to the point where it's not about I must keep the faith, I must keep the faith. It's more like I'm curious, how's it going to happen? At one point we wanted a dog, and Emmett showed up, and he literally showed up.
Just white fluffy beard.
So,
I'm not touching him today.
Yeah, we gave him a steak this morning. He's a little.
He found it in the garden. He thought it was a kill. So he went ballistic on it. He loved it. Sorry.
How cool that is. So, by the way, so we're out in the garden this morning. We're talking about being bulletproof.
Hey, Prasan.
So, we're talking about being bulletproof today, and we're out in the garden, and we're watering the soil.
Yep.
Just letting that sit for a second, because most people water their plants. We water the soil, because if you just think watering the plant, you're ignoring the fact that the soil is alive. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to control their every single thought, their every single word. You don't have to do that. Trying to control every single thought, every single word is like trying to water the plant, versus watering the soil that feeds the plant. We keep the soil alive because the soil is full of all sorts of goody things. Yeah, it's all right. We've got birds outside. So
We've got puppy
we've got
ducklings.
puppy ducks outside.
They're this big, 9 of them. With a mummy.
So we water the soil. We grow the garden like we do, so we can have the puppy ducks and the puppy dog and all this cool stuff. So think of it this way. Think of it this way. You want to water your soil. Your soil is your feelings. Because we all have thoughts about money, thoughts about love, thoughts about puppies and stuff. But if we don't feel capable, if we don't feel able, if we don't feel thankful that it's already happened, it ain't.
Yeah.
So it's not about controlling your every thought, your every word. It's about, just create the state, create the feeling of you are that kind of person. We're having so much fun with these Periscope things because it's just, by the way, we feel like it's fun. It's not a job.
No.
Okay? It's fun getting here and seeing you guys and seeing the hearts. Hit some hearts if you haven't already. And it's cool. Thank you. It's cool. It's cool sharing this stuff because we know it works. We know where we've come from. We know where we're going, and we know what it's like to lose faith because you stop being curious and you try to control the whole universe. Curiosity is one of the most powerful emotions. How's it going to happen today? We know where we're going. We've already felt it real in so many cool ways, but we get to discover today. So we define where we're going. We get to discover what the bridges of incident get to be. I got to work in a nursing home, not once but twice. I got put in charge of the restorative nursing department. They found ways that I would be qualified to do that. That all happened because I wanted it. I was working there first as the fun and games guy, and that was the real healing work. I didn't realize it at the time. I wanted to work in the medical profession. And so I imagined, being a pro there and working full time. And like 2 weeks later, the restorative nursing department approaches me and says, listen, we want you to run it, and we've got a way that you can do it legally. And so they sent me to a bunch of seminars, and we did a bunch of things, and the next thing you know, I'm wiping butts and then running restorative nursing for like 9 months. Way cool. So you can't define this stuff. You get to define what you want, what you've chosen, what you've assumed. You get to discover how it all happens. And that's the good fun,
Cool.
So.
Any questions? Anyone got a comment?
Anybody got a question? Anybody got a comment? Going once, going twice.
We might have to sign off.
So, we really want to let you know we appreciate you showing up and being here, and tell your friends. If you're not on Periscope, if you watch this on YouTube or something, get that Periscope app and put it on your phone. Follow us on Twitter at MR2020, Twitter /MR2020. Yeah, isn't it cool? Yeah,
thank you,
I'm just excited to watch you live.
That's
isn't
cool.
Isn't it nice? Because we actually get do some interface. We're really used to broadcasting. Broadcasting's easy. Write an article, do a Google Hangout.
It'd be lovely though.
But
where this could go one step further is if we could see you.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool?
Oh, it'd be lovely because you get to see us. It'll we're in a real communication.
Yeah.
And
your comments help. Like every little comment, every little question. We love this stuff because, we just love seeing the results, getting the emails, hearing the success stories, and living life. So buckle up. Come down to Australia sometime. We've got some goodie live events coming up next year. Can't tell you about them yet.
Groupie ones.
Yeah, and you get groupie ones, and you get to meet Emmett and Victoria and me. That'd be good fun. Again, share us on Twitter. Tell your friends. Anything else? Love the hearts. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Nah.
All right. That's it for today. My name is Mr. 2020.
I'm Victoria.
Remember, if you want to be bulletproof,
where's the book?
It's not about remaining faithful. It's about being curious. Where's the book? By the way, we really do like this. This is pretty much how we eat.
Dave Asprey. Bulletproof diet.
And if you don't, all the time people say, well, if you really believed in this stuff, you wouldn't have to take vitamins or eat food. And it's true, like if you're going to go down that crazy line of thought, you don't need money, you don't need a relationship, you don't need anything. You can just all do it in your imagination and nothing needs to happen. This is about living life. Your protoplasm needs nutrition. Give it to it, right? Your bank account wants some money. Give it to it. Your puppy wants some love. Give it to it. We're here to play.
Yeah, it comes back to, maybe we could do, it's probably a longer session because it comes back to when you do the things,
naturally.
Yeah. It's like, I'm someone who has a healthy body, or do you know what I mean? So I do the things that a healthy body needs, or something like that. So it's because of that we 20 started researching, Tim Ferriss, Dave Asprey. There's this fantastic wild man that is right into wild foods, and
he's good.
Isn't he? I can't remember his name. But stuff like that, because we're interested, because we have a healthy body, and we see ourselves having a healthy body like in 50 years. It's like we're doing things that promote a healthy body naturally, not because we want it, because that's what we are.
Remember, there are people that take vitamins and they're unhealthy because they imagine being unhealthy. You can do all the right physical things, and life's going to suck if you're imagining suck. On the other hand, if you're imagining the right stuff, you go, you know what? Taking vitamins makes sense. Let's do some research on this. If you want to be in a relationship, taking a bath makes sense. Let's look into this.
It came up yesterday. What's happening?
Well,
do I bath often enough?
It's almost Friday, bath day.
Oh yes.
Woohoo!
Can you address what it means to remain faithful? I do sessions when I feel I'm slipping. What else can I do?
We water the soil before it gets dry.
Yeah.
So we all the time we tell people do 3 sessions a day. Right? This is so cool. Just while you're waking up, you're naturally in that state akin to sleep as you're waking up, because it's the state akin, defined as next to sleep. So as you're waking up, imagine the day in front of you. Just, I mean, I can't help but get out of bed, right? The second thing, in the middle of the day, take 5 minutes, get into the state akin to sleep, or 30 minutes, take a nap, and while you're dropping down, do a session. Just imagine what you want to create in your life as it has already happened. Again, I imagine paying the car insurance bill. Click. Feels good. Love my car. And again, at the end of the day, revise. Just, because you're falling asleep anyway. So while you're falling asleep, just imagine, that bothers me. Let me change that. That was good. Let's turn it into great. And just do that and then fall asleep.
I really like that analogy. Water the soil before it's dry. That because we were talking about watering the plants before, and how we don't water the plants, we water the soil. We keep everything to promote it. By the way, this is Vidya.
We remember you.
Yeah.
Yep.
We remember you, Vidya.
We miss your update. Shoot us one.
Yeah. Yes, so that's a great analogy. Don't wait for things are turning crappy. Why isn't it calm? Blah blah blah. Keep pruning the vine. Keep watering the soil before it dries out, isn't it? It's
absolutely.
like that.
See, that's the cool thing. We love these metaphors because they're ancient, but they're so true. And like Neville says, it's going to happen naturally. What's that tell us? Observe nature. Do what you would naturally do if you were, if you're in a relationship, you take a bath, right? If you're, if you're a wealth creator and you're accumulating more and more wealth, you spend less than what you make. You invest what, we don't even spend much. We invest heaps. We're always investing in nutrition, education, business tech, all that good stuff. Because that's what wealth creators do, wealth accumulators do. They make investments. My next car is going to be an investment, something that appreciates in value, right? Because it's just good fun to do it that way. So we're always watering the soil before it gets dry, always coming from the attitude of, I am a wealth creator. I might only have $10 in my pocket. I remember only having $10 in my pocket. I spent 7 of it on something to help me make money, help me make a difference in the world. That's cool.
I got something else that I sort of went away from you guys for about 2 minutes and then came back. You might have noticed it, but I just suddenly remembered how the old term for being a farmer, if you're with animals, is, well, not the old term, but some people call it husbandry.
Yes.
So it's like, it's looking after your children, looking after your flock. Husbandry, it's a lovely word. It's like providing everything for it to nourish and to prosper, and I reckon that's what we do when we're in the state, and even when we're not, when we then leave our field sessions and we tend the garden. I think even Neville said that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tending the garden. It's just that whole concept of the whole. Yeah, it's nice. Cool. I think I thought of that, the husbandry, because I'm looking out our window and I got lost in seeing the mummy duck with the 9 little ducklings that I was talking about before, and how she's looking after them but letting them grow and find the seed that we throw out every morning.
Thank you for the hearts.
Thank you. And but that's what I suddenly thought, it's like husbandry. I think that's it.
That's good. Go to freeneville.com. That's our sponsor, freeneville.com. That's also our website. You want to do something cool? Read a couple articles today. Just bounce around, read some stuff. There's a search bar on there, so you can look up things that are really, really cool. Drop us an email at 2020@xhostage.com. That's 2020@exhostage.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us. We're out there, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, sharing your stories with us. And by the way, check this out. See, this is one of the computers, right?
Thanks for that.
Every morning we're reading your emails. It's one of the first things we do. Okay, we love it. So
and it inspires us. Then we do that before we do these periscopes. So if you send us some emails, just like Nagadi, and she asked us the question after yesterday, we can sort of let it percolate and think, it'd be great for today's session. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Have a great day. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Mr. 2020, Victoria, freeneville.com.
Victoria 20.
That's right. There we go.
See ya.
Have a wonderful day. See ya.